Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, I'm Pierre and welcome to Outdoor Therapy. Alright gang, today I want to give you one pro tip that's going to help you to map your route. Actually, it's part of the BWA system. Go check that video if you haven't. But it's really to calculate quickly distances on a map, either before you go on your trip or while you're on the trail. And the idea to do this is to actually be able to reroute if you need to, or to calculate how much time it's gonna take you to do the route that you plan. So all the things that you need, it's simple. You need your map, you need a little bit of cord, you need a Sharpie or a marker, and bonus, if you want, a little bit of Scotch tape. So let's see how this works. So it's pretty simple. You take your map. When you open your map, usually there is a legend at the bottom of it. On this case, I've got an Algonquin Park map. There is two sides of it, so make sure you're using the right side of the map with the right scale. And over here, you can see that it says that 1 centimeter equals 1.4 K. So I know the scale now on my map. Next, I'll cut a little bit of rope. So I got my piece of rope here. I like to cut about like a foot long of rope. Now it's super simple. You can use Scotch tape if you want, just to make it a little bit more tight on your map. So you just put it on the map, your piece of rope on the map. Then you put a little bit of Scotch tape there. That way you can put a little bit of pressure on your rope, and you know it's really tight. Then you take your Sharpie and you just mark it. Oh, I'm losing my rope here. Then you just mark it. So I know this is 1K, 2K, 4K, 6, 8, and 10. Next, what you'll do, it's quite easy. You're simply gonna finish the marking around your rope. All right, so let's do this quickly. Now it's done. Your rope is marked perfectly with the right scale on your map. All right, so the next step, guys, is pretty simple. You open your map, you look at the route you want to do. So let's say I want to cross Happy Lake. I'll just put my mark rope flat on it at the beginning and at my exit point, which is going to be a portage. So I'm going to calculate the marks now. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. So now I know if I cross the lake right in the middle, it's going to take 8 Ks to do. So second bonus tip, if I want to know my pace, I just start a timer at the beginning of my route and stop it when I'll reach my waypoint, which is going to be a portage in this case. That way I know the time it took me to do 8K, so I just need to divide the minutes by kilometers that I've just done, and now I know my pace. That way I can also calculate how long it's going to take me to reach my next waypoint. Let's say it's going to be base camp and I want to travel only during daytime. Well, I'll be able to calculate if I'm going to be able to do it today or if I need to reroute just right now. Or maybe I'm having a great pace and I can do extra millage and go to my point B, option B as a base camp. So that's pretty neat to know. I like this system because it's light. Obviously, it's a piece of paracord. It's super light. It's waterproof. You can use it to do something else if you want, obviously, because it's a piece of rope. And it's a great backup if you want to calculate your route on the trail. I strongly suggest you do this before you leave. You do your mark rope before you leave as part of the BWA system there. And make sure you're using a different rope for every map that you have. And by that, I mean I've got 2 different Algonquin Parks map and they don't have the same scale, so I cannot use the same rope for those 2 maps. So make sure before you leave that your rope is marked with the proper map there. Also, tell me in the comment section, guys, how do you calculate the distances on a hard map like this quickly and efficiently? I'll be really curious to see how you guys are doing it. And if you like this video, please subscribe, hit the bell notification. That way you don't miss our next pro tip video. And I'll see you on the next one.